Okay, real question before we even say hello. Have you ever picked up your phone just to check the time, and then 40 minutes later you're like, wait, what just happened to me?
Oh no, don't do this to me right now.
I'm just saying, it's a real phenomenon.
It is. It's terrifyingly real. Hey everyone, welcome. We haven't even said who we are yet.
Right. Okay, hi, I'm Sara.
And I'm David.
And today, something weird is going to happen on this podcast.
Something weird already happened. You just psychoanalyzed our listeners in the first 10 seconds.
That's just a Tuesday for me.
Okay. So Sara, how are you actually doing today?
Honestly, tired. I told myself I'd go to bed early last night.
And?
And then I opened one app just to check one thing.
Oh no.
And suddenly it's 1 a.m. and I'm watching a video about, I don't even remember what it was about.
See, this is exactly why today's episode exists.
Is it a trap? Did you plan this?
Maybe. Maybe the universe planned it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Today, we're not just going to talk about time and habits like a boring lecture.
No, definitely not.
We're going to tell you a story.
A story where, full disclosure, we're the main characters.
Yeah, we kind of got pulled into something strange.
It started like a normal day, and it ended with us discovering something that, honestly, kind of changed how I think about my phone.
Yeah, it's a little dramatic, but stick with us.
There's a city in this story, a digital city, and there's something living in it called the time thief.
Ooh, say it again. It sounds spooky when you say it like that.
The time thief.
Perfect. Okay, before we dive into the city, let's take care of a little business first.
Right. So if this is your first time here, welcome to EnglishFB.
This is the podcast where we don't teach English like it's a subject in school.
All right. Now, back to this city.
Yes, the time thief is waiting.
Dramatic.
So picture this. Me and David, we walk into this place, and it doesn't look like a normal city, you know?
No streets, no buildings really. It's more like screens. Glowing screens everywhere, floating in the air.
Yeah, like the whole city is made of phones and laptops stacked on top of each other.
And the sound, there's this constant buzzing, notifications going off everywhere. Ding, ding, ding.
It was actually kind of overwhelming at first.
Right. And then we see this woman sitting on a bench. She's just scrolling on her phone.
And I say, "Excuse me, what is this place?"
And she doesn't even look up. She just says, 5 more minutes.
I'm like, 5 more minutes of what?
And that's when we noticed it, right above her head, like a little cloud. A small piece of her time just disappeared, just vanished into thin air.
It was honestly kind of creepy.
Yeah, we didn't understand it yet, but we were about to.
So we keep walking and we see more people just like her, sitting, scrolling, staring at their screens.
Everywhere we look, it's like the whole city pressed pause, except their thumbs.
And every single one of them says some version of the same thing.
Just 5 minutes.
Just checking something quick.
The most dangerous sentence in the modern world.
And every time someone says that, this little piece of light, like a tiny golden spark, floats up from them and disappears.
At first, I thought it was beautiful. Then I realized what we were actually looking at.
That's their time, literally getting stolen.
Which is a sentence I never thought I'd hear outside a fantasy movie.
This is when we meet an old man sitting near a fountain, and he explains it to us. He says this happens whenever someone does what's called mindless scrolling.
Mindless scrolling, meaning you're just scrolling and scrolling without really thinking about why or what you're even looking at.
Right, your thumb just moves automatically, but your brain isn't really there.
Your eyes are open, but nobody's home.
And the old man says, every time someone scrolls mindlessly, the time thief takes a little piece of their day, and they never even feel it happening.
Okay, that's way creepier than I expected.
That hit different, honestly.
It really did. I immediately felt my phone getting heavier in my pocket, like it knew I was guilty.
So we keep going deeper into the city, and we start hearing the same sentence everywhere.
Just one more video.
Just one more video.
Over and over again.
Okay, that's weird.
And the old man says that this is the most dangerous sentence in the city.
Why?
Because every time someone says it, the time thief gets stronger.
Stronger?
Yes, bigger and darker.
That's not good.
We see it happen. A teenager is sitting against a wall, watching his phone.
Yeah?
He says, just one more video.
And?
A shadow behind him grows a little taller.
Okay, that's actually scary.
Yeah, and the problem is, we all say it.
True.
There is an old saying that fits here.
What is it?
Lost time is never found again.
Who said that?
Benjamin Franklin.
Makes sense.
You can get money back. You can rest again. But time, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, that's true.
So we keep walking, and now we reach this part of the city that's almost completely dark.
Yeah, barely any light at all. But it's weird. It's not scary. It's just kind of empty.
And people are just wandering, no direction, just walking in circles.
The old man stops and says, "This is where he's strongest."
I'm like, wait, why here?
He points at a guy nearby. Ask him what his plan for today is.
So I walk up, kinda curious. Hey, what are you doing today?
The guy just stares for a second, then shrugs. Stuff? I don't know, just stuff?
Stuff.
Exactly. That's the whole problem right there. Stuff isn't a plan, it's just floating. A plan is like, I'm going to learn 5 new words before lunch. That's a real plan.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes sense.
The old man just smiles like he's been waiting for that answer. And he says, when your day has no shape, you don't even lose time. You just end up giving it away without noticing.
So we just stood there for a second, kind of processing it.
Realizing the villain is the thing in your own hand. That's a weird feeling.
But then he smiles and goes, "Good news. If you're the thief, you're also the one holding the key."
Ooh, I like that.
He says some people in the city actually got their time back. Nothing magic. They just stopped spending it on nothing and started putting it somewhere it actually paid them back later.
Like the woman we saw earlier near the entrance. Remember her with the notebook?
Oh yeah, she was writing something.
She told us she gives 20 minutes every morning to one thing she actually cares about. Reading, a language, whatever.
And the rest of her day looks completely different now.
Right. That 20 minutes pays her back. Scrolling never does.
That's the whole secret of the city, basically, in one sentence.
So we kept walking with the old man, and at some point I asked him, were you also stuck here before? Did the time thief get you too?
And he laughed, kind of sadly, and said, "Oh, for years."
Tell us, what happened?
He said he used to sit down to do 30 minutes of work, and somehow 3 hours would disappear into random videos and articles he can't even remember now.
That's so relatable, it hurts a little.
Right? And he said one night he sat down completely exhausted, and he realized he couldn't even tell his own son what he'd done all day.
Oof.
And that night, he wrote one sentence on a piece of paper and stuck it on his wall. He said it's an old proverb his grandmother used to say.
What was it?
The trouble is, you think you have time.
Whoa, that's actually really powerful.
Right? Because we all kind of live like we have unlimited time. Like there's always tomorrow, always next week.
But really, every day is kind of limited. And once it's used, it's used.
Exactly what he said. And from that night, he changed how he lived completely.
So I asked him, okay, practically, what did you actually do differently?
He said the first thing was he stopped making vague plans and started making tiny, specific ones.
Like what?
Instead of saying, "I'll work on my project today," he'd say, "I'll write one paragraph before lunch."
Small and clear.
Exactly. He said a tiny, clear plan is like giving yourself an address. Without it, you just wander around the whole day with no destination.
That makes sense. And the second thing?
He started noticing his pocket time, those small 5-10-minute gaps during the day, waiting for the bus, standing in line.
And instead of mindless scrolling during those minutes?
He'd do something small and useful, even just reading one paragraph or thinking through his plan for the next hour.
That's such a simple shift, but I can see how it adds up.
Yeah, and the third thing he said, and I thought this was really interesting, he said rest is not the enemy.
Oh, say more.
He said people think the time thief is about being lazy, but real rest, like actual quiet time, sleeping well, That's not wasted time at all. That's recharging. The thief only wins when you're tired and distracted at the same time.
Okay, so by this point, David and I are just kind of standing there in this strange glowing city, totally rethinking our entire relationship with our phones.
Yeah, it got philosophical fast.
But before we left the city, because, spoiler, we did eventually leave, let's quickly walk back through some of the words from this whole adventure.
Yeah, good idea. Let's do a little recap before we go.
So first, we had mindless scrolling. When you scroll without really thinking, your thumb just moves on its own.
Then we had just one more, that dangerous little phrase that keeps you stuck way longer than you planned.
We also had vague, like stuff or I want to improve my English. No real shape to it.
And the opposite of that, having a clear, specific plan, doing something on purpose.
We had distracted, like when David's hand kept reaching for his pocket without him even noticing.
Don't bring that up again.
And finally, that idea of putting your 20 minutes somewhere it actually pays you back versus just pouring it away on nothing.
Honestly, these are words I'm going to be thinking about for a while.
Same here. The city kind of got into my head a little.
So right before we left, the old man said one last thing to us.
Yeah, he said, the time thief never actually disappears completely. He's always somewhere nearby.
That's a little ominous.
A bit, yeah. But he said the difference is, once you know where he hides, in the habits, in the phone, in the just 5 more minutes, he loses most of his power.
Because you can see him coming.
Exactly. You can't get robbed by a thief you're already watching for.
That's a really nice way to end the story, honestly.
So now it's your turn, listeners. Think about your own day. Where does your time thief usually hide?
Is it your phone right before bed? Is it that just one more episode moment? Is it not having a clear plan in the morning?
Whatever it is, write it in the comments. Tell us your own little time thief story.
And if this episode kept you company today, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who also keeps saying just 5 more minutes.
We all know that person.
Sometimes it's us.
So that's our story for today. Sara, David, and the city where time disappears.
It's a strange one, but I think it's going to stay with me for a while.
Same. Honestly, I already feel like checking my phone a little less tonight.
Let's see if that actually lasts.
No promises. But hey, that's why we keep these conversations going every week, right? Small steps, small reminders.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to notice the thief a little more each day.
Beautifully said.
Thank you. This has been EnglishFB with Sara
and David.
Until next time, protect your time and be kind to yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.